In this program, you'll write a two-line message on the Maker screen with the backlight on. As with all Maker screen projects, you'll need to include the Maker screen XVI.h library. The code library enables you to use new functions that make it really easy to control Maker screen. Above the void setup, you'll also name your Maker screen. I've named it LCD because that's descriptive, easy to type, and easy to remember. Because we're just going to show some text on the screen, and we're not changing anything or looping anything, we can put the rest of the code from this program inside the void setup function. First, use the begin function to complete the setup of Maker screen. This function allows the Maker screen to communicate with the library and use all of the functions you'll need. Next, use the lcd.backlightOn function to turn on the backlight of the screen. You don't need any arguments in this function. It's just going to turn on the backlight every time it runs. Next, you'll use the print function to show the message on the Maker screen. Remember, Maker screen has 16 spaces per row, and that includes blank spaces between words. So you can type any message in here that will fit within 16 characters. The quotes inside the parentheses won't show on the Maker screen. Instead, those quotes tell the Maker screen that what you're displaying is text. The next function is lcd.setCursor. This moves around the placement of the cursor on the Maker screen, so it's going to move us down to the second row of Maker screen so we can print the rest of the message. SetCursor requires two arguments. The first argument is which column of the Maker screen you want to be in. The far left column, or the first position, is column 0. The far right column is column 15. So if you wanted to start printing your message somewhere in the middle of the screen, you might choose to set the cursor in position 8. We want to set the cursor at the far left position of the screen, so 0 is the first argument in this function. The second argument in this function is the row you want to use. This can be either 0 for the top row of Maker screen or 1 for the second row of Maker screen. We're moving the cursor to the bottom left position on Maker screen, so we want 0 for the left side and 1 for the bottom row. Next, you'll use the lcd.print function again, but because you've moved the cursor, this message is not going to overwrite the top line message. Instead, it's going to show on the second row. Again, on the second row, you've got 16 characters, including spaces. The quotes will not show up on the Maker screen itself, but they just tell Maker screen that you're displaying text. Because nothing's going to change after this program turns on and runs, everything lives inside the void setup function, but we still need the void loop function here with its opening and closing curly brace for this program to work correctly.